Russia is bleeding Ukraine on all fronts. Ukrainian cities are once again under attack. From airstrikes to ground offensives, Moscow is waging a war of exhaustion. And Ukraine is now fighting to hold its line. So as the battlefield burns, the United States is rushing some fresh weapons into the conflict, hoping that it is not too late. Take a look.
Russia is bleeding Ukraine dry with drones, missiles and a ruthless ground push. Ukraine is under siege. Russian firepower rains down across the country, missiles by night and ground assaults by day, drone swarms in between. The northeastern city of Kharkiv came under intense fire, with at least 17 explosions occurring in just 20 minutes. The attack comes a day after US President Donald Trump warned that Russian President Vladimir Putin has 50 days to strike a peace deal or face stiff tariffs from Washington. In the trenches, Ukrainian soldiers are exhausted. This is no longer a fast war, it's a war of attrition. Russia has been stepping up its summer offensive campaign, claiming more ground in eastern Ukraine while pounding it with combined drone, artillery and missile strikes. Ukrainian soldiers share their anguish.
Too many words have been promised by Trump. In my personal opinion, he is probably the most unstable person the U.S. has ever had. He says one thing, then changes his mind a week later and says something else, and gives people false hope.
That's definitely good. The only problem is that I'm worried that it might not be possible to provide such a huge amount of resources so quickly. But the more, the better. The more damage we inflict on them, the sooner they will have at least some desire to end the war.
The Russian offensive unfolds with unyielding determination. Russian forces are closing in on the eastern strongholds of Pokrovsk and Konstantinivka in the Donetsk region, methodically capturing villages near both cities to try to cut key supply routes and envelop their defenders in a slow offensive that has unfolded for months. Military experts say that capturing those strongholds would allow Russia to push towards Slovyansk and Kramatorsk, setting the stage for the seizure of the entire Donetsk region. Ukraine is now waiting for the early delivery of American Patriot missile systems, which will provide much-needed firepower to block the Russian arsenal attack. A chronic shortage of manpower and ammunition has forced Ukrainian forces to focus on holding ground rather than launching counter-offensives. Bureau Report, WION World is One.